Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Being Your Own CEO. This is the Success Circle especially for solopreneurs. We get together because we enjoy each other's company. We really enjoy doing some experimentation and sharing of information. And I think it was Aaron who asked me earlier, how long have we been doing this? And I think it's a couple or 3 years we've been doing this. So it's obviously something that I enjoy doing. I do this because I love helping solopreneurs where they want to get, where they want to go. And I do it through coaching and consulting. So welcome here, everyone. And I would like to welcome individuals to come on board and say who they are and what they do and where they are and anything that's topical for them right now. So, Tim, I think you were the first one here this morning. So how would you like to begin?
Sure. Thank you, Lillian. Tim Longwell with Longwell Art. And we're coming to you live from southeastern Oklahoma. And we help you reignite your creativity to increase your health and happiness. And if in your efforts of creativity you find something you want to create that you can't manage, we'll create it for you.
Well, thank you. And thank you for supporting through your wrangling expertise this morning. Oh, we lost Aaron. He was the next person that was here and he's dropped off. I wonder what happened. Maybe he'll come back. Let's see. Alana, I think you were next.
Hey, unmute. Hello? I think I'm unmuted now. Okay. Hi, Alana here, coming to you from Ireland. It's after 5 o'clock here. And my website is emptynester.blog.com, where I help empty nesters create their own online income. And I also have a virtual assistant business built out of that. So yeah, that's me.
Right on. So glad you joined us. Is supper on?
Supper is leftover soup, so all we have to do is reheat it. So no chopping in the background today.
Okay, right on.
I'm not going to be running back and forth to the kitchen, I hope.
Just the occasional stirring of the cauldron, right?
That's it, stirring the cauldron. Yeah, split pea soup with ham on the menu tonight. It's a perfect night for it too, because it's a miserable night out there today.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of miserable here too. So. Oh, I forgot to say when I was introducing myself, I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. So, Aaron, I see you're back. Would you like to introduce yourself?
That's because the comment wrangler put a link up there on the chat, and I went to the link and it disconnected me. I'm sorry. Should note the comment. Anyway, my name is Aaron Avila. I'm the founder of Stroke TV. And we help stroke survivors thrive.
And where are you, Aaron?
I am located about an hour north of San Francisco.
Right on. Well, welcome here. Glad you could make it. Let's see who was next. Jay, I think you were next.
Hello, everyone. My name is Jay, and hailing from sunny Langford. My company is Magi Studios, where we help people get started in the world of online marketing through coach, consulting, and training. Yeah, and
just so that everybody knows, Langford is really part of Victoria.
Yeah, but we have a better mayor.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah. So, what's exciting for Jay? Launched a local SEO membership site, and did some pre-launch pricing, and yeah, it just went really well. We actually we don't officially open the membership until December 1st. And yeah, it's been fantastic. So it's been very humbling, actually, and it was neat to see that the response that I got was so popular, because it seems like there's definitely a need for not only for local, like quality local SEO training on how to rank clients, but also how to run a local SEO business. And that was what that's the main feature of the whole membership site, and huge response to it. So I'm really happy and proud of that.
Wow, that's awesome, Jay. Congrats.
Thank you.
And I have to say that the video that you did on the WooCommerce niche site after your system crashed on Friday, and I've watched it, and it was just exactly what I needed right this minute. So I don't know how that happens.
Serendipitous, right? Yeah, it's funny that system, unfortunately, I am not the only person experiencing that problem, and it's due to the update of Mac's OS system, High Sierra, which I don't think it's compatible with the software that we use to broadcast the live streams. So we're hoping that they'll have it fixed by this Friday. If not, I do actually have a backup plan ready to go. So. So yeah, hopefully nothing will blow up again. So, but yeah, I do have a backup plan. So, and it's actually using the light stream as the backup.
Oh, cool. Right on.
Yes. Maybe they'll have the green screen technology ready to go by Friday, but it's doubtful. So.
Right. Okay. So I'm glad you're here, Jay. And Roland, last but not least.
Hi, I just want to bring up that although Aaron's in a green room, Jay, you are really in a green room, and you're very green today. So that I want that to be a compliment. But I'm Roland from MinMax Media, where we bring you the minimum you need for the maximum impact. And I was hoping to emphasize that I've been doing this for 4 years, since 2013. But I think you beat me by at least a year. So I believe that you might be more of a veteran than you think at this, Lolan.
Well. I just, time flies when you're having fun, so don't know how long. Maybe I should go back and look. I couldn't find it. So as we, it's a good thing that we sort of did mention Lightstream. We've been talking about Lightstream a bit here in the Being Your Own CEO Success Circle. And I've been doing a bit of experimentation. I know that Roland and Tim have been as well. And so it sounds like, Jay, you have as well. So the whole conversation, I think it's 2 weeks ago now, we were talking about Lightstream and the fact that you could upload to various platforms, and Twitch being one of them. And we all sort of kind of said we didn't really know anything about Twitch. So decided that it might be useful to have a conversation about it, and share what we do know. So I could tell you that when I went and to the Twitch website or the site, it looked to me as though it was just all about gaming. Is what it looked like. But I drilled down a bit further, and because I was curious, I know that the younger generation is known to really favor Twitch. And so I was trying to determine what is it that they're so attracted to. So it seems as though it's a way of chatting and doing voice and video calls. I believe that on Twitch they can have up to 5 people in the room together. They can sync things back and forth between friends and so forth. So it seems like it's a place where people can get together and watch things that they enjoy watching and commenting on. The other thing that I noticed was that there was a store there where you could buy Twitch everything, T-shirts and drinking glasses, all kinds of things. And those Twitch gifts seem to be connected up. And I was looking at that and started to do a little bit more research and realized that Twitch is an interactive Twitch, as they call it, is a subsidiary of Amazon. So that kind of linked things up in a kind of a way for me, in that there was on the Twitch site, there was a place where you could sign up for Amazon Prime. So given some things that we've been hearing about where Amazon wants to go with their TV and all that sort of thing, it starts to make a bit of sense. But I quite honestly did not see any potential, really, and maybe I just didn't drill far enough for business. Although I think it was Vivek who connected on my Being Your Own CEO community, and pointed to a man named Chris Pirillo, who seems to do almost like a vlog, and he mentions that he does it from Twitch. So that's the extent of what I could find. And so I know that some of you others have been playing, and Tim, you said that you had been doing some things with Twitch recently. Would you like to talk about it?
Okay, well, I'll give a little bit of background history on Twitch for those that don't know about it. Yes, it is. When you first enter the environment, it seems like it's game concentric and game oriented. And that's because Twitch originally started out as a gamer streaming platform, to where the only information that was there was live streaming of games, and it was there for a couple of days and then it was gone. There was no storage. So it's kind of a cross between live streaming to Snapchat and live streaming to YouTube. The audience was bigger, but the durability of the live stream was short. Currently, if you live stream to Twitch, well, anyway, let me go back on, finish the history here. So here, a couple of years back, maybe 3, Amazon bought Twitch. And once they kind of got a feel of where Twitch was and what it was, and did whatever coordinating they needed to do between the two companies, they integrated Prime. But the first integration of Prime was, if you had Amazon Prime, it set up a bonus program to where So if you bought Prime and linked your Twitch account to Prime, then you got free game bonuses in the game. So it was initially to target the gamers that were in the community. And because Amazon, like so many others, have seen the potential and future of video, they've slowly expanded what's allowed on the platform to the point now to where there are communities, and the community I belong to, the primary umbrella is creative. Now, under those umbrellas of those different categories that they make available, you can run a business under if you fit in the category and you meet certain guidelines, because there are still limits to what you can do as acceptable content compared to, say, running your business on YouTube videos as a video platform. But there's also an audience that you will likely won't reach on YouTube when you go to Twitch. And the community umbrella I belong to is creatives. And it's specifically targeted at those doing creativity type activities, drawing, painting, 3D modeling with computers, music, yeah, anything creative that under YouTube they would be considered under the art category, because it's the same deal. It's the journals and the, but it also includes computer programming, and app programming can fit under those as well. So see, there's another business inside that creative area that most people wouldn't expect to find in a creative section of a platform. And as I said, there's also the 3D modeling, there's digital art, conventional art of just about every type. And the other interesting thing about Twitch is that you can live stream straight for 8 hours. That so, you know, if you want to hold a festival of some sort, more or less, then as long as it fits in that category, you can hold that 8-hour event in Twitch. So it's slowly developing. It's not fully there yet. If you're in a business and you're interested in Twitch, I would recommend checking out and seeing in the communities that might cover what you're offering to the as a business before you commit. They're also, the other thing that Twitch is doing now, they've changed from the few days to now they're 8 days of a live stream staying up there. And you can now download the live stream, edit it, and re-upload it as segmented videos or as the full stream. I'm also in a portion that they're testing, and not only can you upload, but you can then use that uploaded video. Say you never streamed this video production to live stream on Twitch. You can take that video, upload it, use that video as your live stream broadcast, and chat with your audience as they're watching and you're in the chat audience. Because Twitch is integrated with a program, a voice program that you can use in your browser or download a little app called Discord, you can actually have a chat server where you're actually voice chatting while you're live streaming with your audience, and they can enter that voice server chat room. And I know from using Discord that you can set categories where you can set it up where people can post their own pictures in Discord. You can set it to where that nobody can post anything. There's a lot of power in Discord as a chat program, as a voice chat program. So there's a lot of integration that has been pulled together to make Twitch a really unique platform once you find the category that you fit in, and it's just a matter of doing your due diligence and searching the communities to find out where you would fit. And then getting, like with any new platform that you go to, whether it be YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, any of those, it's still kind of a social media platform as well. So you want to get used to the terms of service. You want to get used to the terms of conduct, which can vary channel to channel.
Mm-hmm.
Underneath the terms of service, there's also rules that you as the channel creator can define as appropriate and inappropriate behavior.
Mm-hmm. So
And
I have to say, in my cruising around, I didn't see anything that referred to or made me think about communities.
yeah, they're hidden well. They really are. They're hidden well. It's actually, if you go across the top, when you sign into your channel, if you go, there's the little menu bar at the top. There's 3 little dots.
Uh-huh.
And it drops down a menu.
Ah, okay.
And another place to find them is over in your and for your setup of your live streams or your channel and such like that, there's an area where you can select communities. And if you type a particular topic about that community, say coaching, then it will, any channel community groups that are on Twitch that would fit that,
yeah,
or that type of coaching. There's mental health coaching, there's business coaching. There's quite a bit of coaching there that most people would not expect to find on Twitch.
No,
but once you start,
expected to find it there. No,
there's and what happens is when you start typing in that search term, it pops up a community list that you can scroll through. And as you click on each of the communities, if you can read what that particular community is about, and it's hard because it's a little box, literally about this big. So it's kind of small for the whole thing on your screen. And that's split in half when it drops down. One side is the community names, and the other's kind of basic community rules and what's allowed there as a synopsis.
So Tim, I did not sign in or sign up or any of that. So what you're describing, would I have needed to sign in order to see all those things?
Yes, you will have to create a Twitch account.
That's why I didn't see it then.
The Twitch account is free. So, you can set it up. If you want to go investigate, you can set up an anonymous account, go in and do your due diligence and research and find out if that's a place that will fit your structuring and your outreach, and then set up your business channel afterwards and everything. I've actually been familiar with Twitch from gaming, so I already had an account through gaming. So I've kind of seen where this was going.
That's how we know how Tim is so knowledgeable about Twitch.
Well, actually, most of this has been done since they offered me. They actually sent me Amazon sent me a offer to join Twitch with Longwell Art.
Yeah,
and that's where most of this investigation is. So the pre-community era, knowing about the gaming only platform and the changes made, I knew from being there because of other gaming channels that I watched or information, because the game developers have channels there too.
Right.
And my favorite type of gaming is to go in and test the new ones before they get released to find what's broken. And once it's released to the public and everybody's there, it's boring for me. I don't have any fun anymore. So I go find the next one. Is the way I would do it for gaming.
Yeah. So I see Aaron has his finger up. I think he would like to say something.
Well, I would. First, Jay, I want to find out about your lighting. Your set is phenomenally lit. Your green screen, everything looked awesome. I need to find out how to do that. Secondly, Tim, why would I go to Twitch? Why even waste my time with Twitch? Somebody tell me. It doesn't sound like a platform. It's for us, for live streaming.
Well, actually, it is for live streaming. And the thing you have to think about is you might want to investigate, because I know of gamers in their 30s that have had strokes, that are stroke survivors and gaming and an audience on Twitch.
Right on.
As an example, drilled specifically to you being the one that asked the question, Aaron. Just because strokes, as you know, are not age specific. They don't care how old or young you are.
So I guess what I heard in what you said earlier, Tim, was it's a different audience. It's a unique audience that we may not be able to acquire or access through YouTube or some of the other things that we do.
Correct. That's very highly.
It hits a different demographic.
Yes. And the demographic isn't just age. It's also interest. This is where they hang out because they share a common interest, and they'll participate in these other things that interest them on Twitch rather than go to YouTube or Facebook or somewhere else.
All right. So, Jay, you had mentioned earlier that, or I guess that was a couple of weeks ago, you did say that you were very familiar with Twitch. And I had asked you if you would like to share what you know about it as well.
Yeah, sure. Happy to. So funny. So Twitch has an app, right? So you can watch people's streams on your phone. And just to give you an idea of the diversity of all of the channels, I mean, as what Tim says, on the surface level, it's all about gaming, watching people gaming. And as an 80s kid myself, growing up in the 80s, one of the biggest things that I used to love to do, and I think a lot of other kids around that era used to love to do, is go to the arcade, right? Get your handful of quarters. Like me specifically, I had a paper route where I had to go collect the money for the subscriptions. And I would, you get your tips, right? And I would take all of that bag of quarters and I'd go to my corner store, which had 2 video arcades games, and yeah, I'd spend it in one go, right? So, but you go to the arcade and then you'd have, like, if you're playing a game and you're doing good at it, you'd have these people kind of hover around you. So it's all about, enjoying other people, watching them play, watching how they do certain techniques and stuff like that. And that's really, in my opinion, what Twitch is on the surface level about, right? It's about watching other people play video games and enjoying them and chat with them. Oh, hey, how'd you do this and stuff, right? It's a form of entertainment. Now, digging down a little deeper, they have there's like a variety of different channels, right? And one of the channels is called IRL. So IRL, in real life. And what that channel category is basically, it's a potpourri of everything mashed together, where it has anything to do with whatever, but not gaming. Now, to give you an idea, so I'm on my phone here. So here's a girl. It'll probably be hard to see, but there is a girl right there. Her channel name is Leah. And right now she's building some Lego Star Wars. So she has a camera pointed to her desk and, well, 2 cameras. And she has 261 viewers watching right now. So, I mean, to kind of give you an idea, is like, that's pretty rad, like just someone building Lego, and then there's other people watching. So that's a really a good niche, right? Earlier there was a guy eating in Japan, there was a guy eating noodles on the streets of Japan. Like, I mean, just, you know, like totally random, right? There was a channel that I saw as I was flipping through that. Oh, here now he's at home eating his food.
You laugh, but noodles are a big thing in Japan.
Oh, absolutely, without a doubt.
There are expensive restaurants that serve nothing but noodles in a broth.
I know. I'm going to start Noodle TV. Hey, it's Jay, and welcome to Noodle TV. Today we're going ramen.
So, Jay, does that mean that people are interested in watching paint dry?
Yeah. Well, look, there's like it's really cool because there's a guy here doing automotive stuff, right? So he's taking on questions about automotive based questions, right? So it just shows you the diversity of Twitch beyond gaming, right? And that's what I really, really love about Twitch is that it's, you know, beyond that surface level of gaming, there's a plethora of rich educational resources. Now, the big misconception, I think, with Twitch is that if you create a channel, people will just automatically come, right? And that can not be any farther from the truth. You know, you need to market yourself just like you market your business, because a lot of people who are full-time Twitch streamers, they rely on marketing themselves and bringing themselves to bringing traffic and members to watch their channel. It's no different than marketing your channel or your video on YouTube or your blog, or it's another medium, right? And ways to do that is to build a social following, write your content and drive people inside, and so on and so forth, you know? So, and I think the other misconception is that it's just for young people, and it cannot be farther from the truth.
Jay, I was just about to say, maybe I should start one for grannies.
Yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. Yeah. It's just another way to have an audience, right? Not only that, it's another source of traffic. If you think about this, it's another form of traffic to your website, because you can have a link to your website within your profile. You know, so if you think about driving traffic to your Twitch account and building a following, and then let's say you have an announcement for a new course or a new product that you're selling, and you can do what's called an AMA, Ask Me Anything, about the particular topic and course, which you can drive people to there. You know, so there's so many different benefits, and I think the important thing about entrepreneurs and solopreneurs and with Twitch is to not get too don't think about it as a gaming platform. Think of it as another type of YouTube with a different audience, a younger audience. And the other thing too is that if you have a Prime account, as what Tim said, you automatically have if you have an Amazon Prime account, you automatically have a Twitch Prime account. And the main difference between Twitch Prime and free Prime, Twitch Prime and free Twitch is commercials, basically, right? So beyond that, it's you know, but I mean, you know, I think anyone that shops on Amazon on a regular basis has a Prime account. So yeah. Oh, and it doesn't need to be like Prime US, or it can be Amazon Prime Canada. It can be Amazon Prime US. It doesn't matter, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So Roland was waving.
And what did I wave about?
It's okay, Roland. I have that effect on men.
Now, I won't even begin to analyze what that statement means, but I was thinking to myself, and I'm kind of like this anyway, so you can expect this kind of comment from me, but everyone is trying to stand out. So why would you go into the circle for the purposes of relating to the communities, which I do for specific reasons, but not to stand out, and then go to try to stand out when you're just looking like everybody else? I think that there's something that we should explore about going to a place where you're kind of the Lone Ranger in a way, but you do your thing anyway, and you are going to stand out like a sore thumb. Now, I want to say, first of all, if you want to buy a Big Mac, you're going to go to McDonald's. If you want to buy a Super Taco, you're going to go to Jack in the Box. If you want to watch Leo Laporte online, you're probably going to go to Twitch. Leo Laporte is a big star. He's on the radio. He's everywhere. People listen to him daily, weekly, and stuff. And he's got a Twitch account. He's on there, and he does a really good job. And he's building a following on Twitch. So you can make something what you want to make if you're doing your thing right. It's not always about where your community is that you want to get to follow you. If you build a following, you're going to drive those people to where you are. So your website and your Twitching, that's where people are going to find you. If that's what you want to do, you just have to be consistent with it.
So yeah, the main thing is to drive everybody back to our website. Yeah, right.
But I mean, I'm really thinking that Twitch is a good facility, but it's not so much, well, it's this because it's different than YouTube, or it's that because it's different than Facebook. It's where you find Leo Laporte. So people will, if they know that they can get there easily enough, people who figure it out can easily as go to Twitch as they can go to YouTube or they can go to Facebook. They go there because that's where Leo Laporte can be found. And the same thing will happen to wherever you are. People will go to you wherever you are. What do you think, Jay?
What's he holding up? What are you holding up, Jay?
Yeah, I can't agree more. I couldn't agree anymore because, if you want to go see Leo Laporte, you go hang out there, right? If you want something a little more relaxed, you can watch a guy fishing. It's literally a guy live streaming fishing. So talking about watching paint dry, right? Yeah. Yeah. So absolutely. I mean, that's the great thing is that you don't need to be a gamer to be on Twitch. End of story, right? You don't need to be a gamer to be on Twitch. It's just another medium. It really is.
Another example of not needing to be a gamer to be on Twitch. Bob Ross, everybody's familiar with from our childhoods, even to modern day kids. He's got thousands and thousands of subscribers on YouTube. So people know they can find him on YouTube. But they've started a regular rotational live stream on Twitch. It is one of the largest volume activity chats on Twitch every single day.
Wow.
And all they're doing is replaying his series from season 1 to the last series and then starting it over.
There it is.
So I just downloaded the app for my phone. So you guys convinced me that I should go in and look, see what's there. I'm not sure I have the patience to watch paint dry, however. But, I mean, as we are all experimenting with this light stream, that's an issue because Twitch is one of the places that you can upload to if you're creating something. So, yeah. So, Alana, what's your reaction to all of this? Are you interested in watching paint dry?
No. In a word, no. My husband's a painter decorator by trade, so no thanks. But it does occur to me that, I mean, most everybody in the world has heard of YouTube. But, I mean, I live in Europe, and I did not hear about Twitch until it came up in these conversations. And I'm wondering if you're looking for an audience, and you think you're going to find your audience in Twitch, your audience actually has to know what Twitch is and be users of Twitch. So if you're, I'm thinking this is probably more targeted initially, of course, to the gamers, but people my age and perhaps older probably aren't looking at Twitch, and I'm not sure how useful it would be. Do you know what I mean? I'm just not sure.
I think it's a very valid question. Yeah, I think it's a very valid question.
When it comes to YouTube, I mean, how much different is it than just jumping on YouTube for the same thing?
Right. So I can easily answer that. So people don't know your website, but if they search for something in Google and then they click on your website, then they go to it, right? So
yeah.
So I think, you know, just because Twitch is a website or a platform doesn't mean that your audience is not going to go to it just because it's something different, right? It's just it's a way. So like, hey, if you want to, I'm going to be streaming live tomorrow at 9 a.m. And I'm going to be talking about, you know, how to build a website, right? Using WordPress. If you wanted to ask questions, I have a live chat there where you'll be able to ask me questions in real time, and I'll actually be able to answer them, you know, in real time. So why don't you join me tomorrow at 9 a.m.? Here's the link, right? And then you know, then people can watch, right? Or you can kind of address it a little bit different, saying like, if you'd like to ask me a question live, you have to, you know, you could simply sign up to a free Twitch account. At which point you can then go ahead and ask me live. Otherwise, you can just watch and enjoy the show. So, you know, it's just because it's a platform, you know, it's just a website. That's all it is. It's a website. And, you know, when you send people to Twitch, you're not sending them to the homepage where they have to dig around to find you. You're sending them your exact, it's like a GoToWebinar link, right? You're sending them your exact URL so that you can actually, you know, broadcast right away and they can see you and stuff like that. Really important thing with, I think if you're going to actively start broadcasting in Twitch, is to have a schedule so that you know, so people know that, okay, today's Wednesday, today's, you know, Thursday at 1 p.m. I know, you know, Laulan's Granny TV is going to be on, right, at that particular time and day, right? So, not my words, not my words.
Don't help her brand that, you know.
Granny live.
I think I mean, just for the hell of it, I think it would be really fun to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you got to do it. I mean, it's almost.
Well, there went monetization.
I personally like Nana TV. I think it just rolls off the tongue a little bit better.
Nana
TV. Right?
Oh my God.
So.
Oh dear.
The other one last thing I'd like to add is, so not only can you stream on Twitch, you can actually take donations or like contributions. So people can actually, if they like, and that's how a lot of full-time Twitch streamers make a living. Is they take donations, so you can donate money to streamers. You can do what's called bits, which is kind of like a Twitch type of currency. You can donate through PayPal using something called Streamlabs. You can become what's called a Twitch partner, where you're basically you can become sponsored. So there's a lot of Twitch gamers that are sponsored by certain PC vendors like Corsair and you know, and all these different types of components, where they get free stuff in exchange to having a link on their website. You can also have affiliate links on your profile page. You know, hey, listen, if you like my gaming rig, right down below is my list of all the stuff that I use, at which point each of them is like an Amazon link, Amazon affiliate link. You know, so I mean, it's just the monetization part. Not only there's a great traffic part there where you can do stuff live, but there's a monetization element, right?
I wondered how people were making a living, because I did view a few videos where it seemed as though people were making a living as a gamer, and I wondered how on earth you would do that. So you just explained that. Yeah. Interesting. So you know where my mind wants to go, and maybe this would be a topic for another day, but I I don't fully understand all the bits and pieces of Amazon. I know that you can sign up for an affiliate link, etc. But what constantly stops me trying to figure out what I mean, all of this separation between Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. I mean, it doesn't really make any sense to be all just on one and not on the other. But I have no clue as to how to manage that. Can anybody answer that question?
Yeah, and like you said, you could almost devote a whole show to it. They've made it easier now. They have instituted what they call one link, where you set up, in your case, you'd set up under Amazon CA with your store name and affiliate ID and all of that stuff and everything. And then there's another section in the affiliate program where you would go, and then you can sign up for a US account and a UK account and wherever they have Amazon stores, so that if someone in Johannesburg clicks on the link, it takes them to the
right one
store there, but you get the affiliate credit because they followed your link. That confusion Amazon has realized is a real problem, and they are working on smoothing that and oiling the gears there so that they work correctly. And they have made quite a bit of progress. So that's not something to be concerned about whether or not you're on the right one anymore. You sign up at home and then go in to the one link section and sign up for your accounts and all these others under the same ID and link them together.
I see. All right.
Yeah. So to add further clarification to what Tim was saying is that, so let's not even think about one link. So if I have a Amazon.com affiliate account and I have an affiliate link that takes people to Amazon.com, if you and I go to it, we can't, it'll say, hey, go to Amazon.ca. That's where you want to go. At which point, so from that link that you click, and then we go to Amazon.ca, we lose that affiliate cookie because Amazon.com and Amazon.ca have their own independent affiliate programs. So it does not carry over. Now, what Tim was mentioning is there's a new thing within all Amazon Associates accounts, which is the Amazon affiliate program. It's called One Link, where a snippet of code on your website, assuming you've signed up to Amazon.com's affiliate program and Amazon.ca's affiliate program, and so on, it will carry over. What it does is it does something called localization, where it detects where you're located based on your IP address. Mm-hmm. So if I click on that same website that has an affiliate link that's using that one link feature, it'll say, okay, Laulan is in Canada, send her to Amazon.ca, but still have the affiliate cookie.
But you have to sign up for an affiliate with .com and .ca separately. Is that what you're saying?
That is correct. Yes. It's all under one hub. So if you go to Amazon Associates website, on the top right, there is the American flag with a little drop down. So you just click on that drop down, it'll have all the associated countries. So you can just kind of go through each one. The biggest challenge that I found with signing up to the international Amazon Associates accounts is that they're different languages. So you need Google transcription to kind of go through the application process, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So yeah, Japan was just like, yeah, it was pretty hard.
See, this is
okay. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Alana.
Okay, so Jay, here's one. Say you're a customer that lands on your site and you click on an Amazon link and it goes to a us.com link. And then you close down your computer because those cookies are only good for 24 hours. So then you get back on your computer the next day, you go to the link, but you're not finding what you want to find, and you end up on a CA site. So do you still get credit for the cookie if it's like within or after the 24 hours? How does that work?
If it's within, well, here's the thing: is if you're using that Amazon one link, it would not, by clicking on my blog, by clicking the link on my blog, it would not take you to .com. It would take you to whatever associated Amazon website that your country would be using. So in yours would be .co.uk. So if, as assuming that I've signed up to that affiliate program, it would take you to that. So it wouldn't be where you manually go to and click on. So for example, if you go to Football Snack Helmets, and you go to the, what was I using? I was using the Philadelphia Eagles, and you click on the buy now, it'll actually take you .co.uk, where you can then buy it automatically.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't have to tell people to go to, yeah, exactly. It's called localization. So it does everything for as an affiliate, it does everything for you. So I need to do two things. One is sign up to all of the country Amazon Associates accounts, and number two is place that one link, what Tim was saying, one link snippet of code on my website, and that's it. And it takes care of the rest.
That's what I needed to know.
This eliminates that. Sorry, this eliminates the Easy Azon plugin, then, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
Because I have that. I bought that a few years ago.
Yeah, the uniqueness of the Easy Azon Pro is that you can sometimes an Amazon.com store or an Amazon.ca store or .co.uk store will not have what's on the .com store. So then it'll just send them to the home link. What you can do with the Easy Azon plugin is that you can say, if they're in the UK, send them to this particular product page. You know, if they're in the .ca, send them to this, so that it creates a better user experience, right? But yes, it does basically shelve that particular plugin, right?
Okay.
Yeah, but the other uniqueness thing about that particular plugin is you can use the add to cart option. So where it takes people right to the Amazon cart, it actually automatically puts it in someone's cart, Amazon cart, which then the Amazon cookie is a week. It's not 24 hours. The cookie lifespan is longer.
Do you know what I'm thinking? We should actually do a real beginner's guide to how to get started with these affiliates. I think there may be some people out there who would find that very useful. Mm-hmm. So I'm seeing Tim is showing us something here. What are we seeing?
Tim, you gotta get rid of the chat that you've got for rolling there. There you go.
Yeah. So this is from Vivek. I'm told the Twitch platform takes a huge cut off whatever you may make using that platform. I think it's 50% or higher.
Yes.
Anybody have any comments on that?
Yes, they take a portion of your donations and bits and whatnot, and that's just basically the service for, using their service.
Ah.
Yeah, so it actually does depend on whether it's a bit or whether it's a donation and so on and so forth. So,
well, there's another factor to consider, though, that if you're going to use any of these sites, whether it be YouTube or Twitches or other, because the rumor has it Facebook is looking at an internal creator support system as well, they're all going to take their cut as their platform host and everything. And it is going to vary. That YouTube, for example, depending on what it is, they take 45 to 30%. 30% on super chats, and if you're a gamer, currently subscriptions, and they're testing subscriptions for channels like something we would produce. They still take 30% of that. But that handles the processing fee. You don't have to worry. The one thing you got to remember when they're taking these fees is you don't have to worry about international currency transfer exchange rates. You don't have to worry about validating credit cards and debit cards or bank accounts or whatever the individual is using to pay their donation with and everything. So is there a bite and a chunk? Yeah. It's a case of balancing. Are you gaining from the platform and your target audience with, and what you're working to developing, whether it be marketing your coaching or marketing services or art services and training and so on, versus are you trying to make a living on the platform? If you go into it with the idea of making money on the platform, you're going in the wrong reason in the first place, because they do get their percentage of it. And depending on what it is, like ad revenue, for the most part, I don't know about Twitch specifically because I haven't investigated it fully, but I do know that it's averages that's like 1,000 click gets you 3 cents or something like that on YouTube.
Wow.
So if you're going to try to make a living at 3,000 for every view of your video, you're going to take a long time before you get something to eat. So there's a perspective issue you need to think about there. When you look into monetization, you look at it more of a tip jar.
Okay.
If you Google monetize Twitch, my affiliate resources will be like on one of the top 3 SERP listings.
Wow. Okay, so I'm looking at the time. We're right at the top of the hour. And I really do hope that we gave enough here so that if anybody comes back to watch, that they got enough information to make them curious enough to go and check out and see what Twitch is all about. So I want to thank both Tim and Jay for sharing their knowledge. And I think it's time for us to close now. So I close with a reminder that it's important to do what you love with passion.